Benjamin Evans repeatedly told the officers that he wasn't going to hurt any of them and that he's only there for himself and not anybody else. Benjamin never pointed the gun at anybody but himself. Officers spoke on body cam about using less lethal rounds, but that didn't happen because Brian Crook decided it was time to shoot lethal rounds. Under qualified immunity, Brian was left off the hook, but 5 years later, that same qualified immunity protecting Crook was questioned by a judge that may hold Crook accountable, whereas the attorney for the Minnesota Sheriff's Association, Richard Hodson, remarked that if qualified immunity is done away with, then law enforcement
across this country, and I know this because I teach nationally, is having huge difficulties attracting qualified, competent candidates into the profession.
Because
they do not want the civil and criminal liability exposure that's associated with being a peace officer anymore.
So the question then becomes, what would policing look like if law enforcement didn't have qualified immunity, if they were held personally responsible? Furthermore, do you think Brian Crook would have been emboldened to take Benjamin Evans' life if Crook did not have qualified immunity?